Hi, Ben. Great to see you as always. I guess I wanted to kind of start with you guys had a nice surprise in January. You won a Tech Emmy from NATAS, I believe, for standardization and commercialization of television, broadcast, hybrid, electrical, and fiber optic camera, cable, and connectors, which I think is the longest title ever for an award from NATAS. So congrats on that. Tell me a little bit more about that, how that kind of came to be.
Well, thank you, Ken. Yes, we're extremely happy and flattered that we won this award. This is a result of years and years of work, research and development, manufacturing by all of our staff, from engineering through production. And it's really a result of the contribution that we've made, which is a modest one, but apparently sufficient in the eyes of NATAS to reward us. And basically what we've done since the beginning of the SEMTI era is we've been a leader in development of cables and complete interconnect systems to facilitate this standard. We've designed everything from the cables through the panels, through the complete infrastructure for broadcast facilities, whether they be in traditional studios or arenas, event venues, and so forth. The most recent component, or the crown jewel of that development, was our Stadium 4 plenum. And this is a SEMTI cable that provides 4 channels together in one jacket in a plenum rated construction. This was extremely difficult to do, took many, many trials at more than a year of research and development just with that one product. But what it does is it allows these facilities to pull one cable instead of 4. It allows for a drastic reduction in the space and the weight and the cost of building this infrastructure. And it also provides an easy termination method. So any normal technical person who's used to standard fiber can now terminate this SEMTI multiple channel cable on site without specialized tooling.
That's excellent, excellent. So as far as, I guess the question I have for you, cable is sort of that one of those things that is super important, but I don't think people probably give it enough thought when they're making their decisions, right? And I think it's very much a case where if it works and you've had it for 15 years, you just keep using it, that kind of thing. I mean, do you get a sense of, do people evaluate the cable technologies and do they say, hey, we should really upgrade this because it's been 10 years or 5 years or 4 years? Because the technology, like you're saying, it does continue to evolve.
Sure. Well, that's a great question, Ken. Thank you. We give seminars and webinars, lately, they've been all virtual, describing this exact thing. It used to be years ago that there wasn't really a need to replace a cable unless you were putting in some new equipment or you were building a new facility. But with these changes in technologies, the data rates and the bandwidths continue to evolve at an incredible rate. And cable that worked before, especially in the copper realm, just does not provide the performance you need. So those who were advanced enough to install single mode fiber years ago are probably okay with what they have, but anything prior to that is not going to be suitable for the standards of today, and certainly not for the standards of tomorrow. We're looking at these 12G standards where, yeah, it's possible to do this with copper using 4 simultaneous copper runs. And for some people that might work okay. But what we suggest is that you constantly evaluate your infrastructure with your future plans, and then you determine, are my existing cabling products going to work for that, or do we need to change them?
Sure. Yeah. So before we go, any other products you want to discuss? Because obviously there are some new technologies out there, always evolving.
Sure. So what we continue to do, even within the fiber world, is there have been a number of changes over the past couple of years with the fiber itself. For example, one of the big changes was going to the bend insensitive or the bend tolerant fiber, and that provides great performance under very, very harsh environments. Going to answer your question even further, one of the products that we just introduced, and we had to introduce it virtually, we're really looking forward to the shows later in this year to show it live, but we developed a tactical SEMTI cable using the newest variant of this bend insensitive fiber, which means you can take a SEMTI cable out in the field, you can literally, and we've done this and we do it on video, you can tie it in 3 knots, pull as hard as you can, and the video signal will not fail. So this has been one of the new developments, and the other developments have been in the technologies of the materials we use to jacket our cables. And this was one of the things that allowed us to get a UL plenum rating on a cable that was, number one, lighter and smaller than previous versions, much more flexible, and also cost effective. So these changes continue to happen, and we continue to push the envelope and always take advantage of any new technologies that allow us to build a product better for our industry.
Excellent. Well, great. Well, thanks, Ben, so much for your support as always. And hopefully, like you said, we will see you later this year. Let's say October at the latest. How about that?
We'll go for that.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks so much, and see you soon.
Thank you very much, Ken.